ça va? Hello everyone, how is everything at our end and how we're doing? Okay, so if you're a French learner or an English speaker watching and listening to me, welcome to Français, rapide avec Adebisi. So on this channel, we always talk about the tips and the tricks on how we can learn French language as an English speaker. So, si tu es un ou bien une étudiante ou étudiante de la langue française, mais vous êtes anglophone, bienvenue sur cette chaîne Français rapide avec Adebisi. D'accord, so today, what do we want to look into? We're going to look into the 5 different ways at which you can learn your French conjugations easily. Yes, 5 different ways at which you can learn your French conjugations easily. We all know that French conjugation or French verbs or conjugating verbs is one of the hardest hardest topic that it is so difficult for most learners to do what? To learn as an English speaker, because normally in French we always conjugate our verbs, while in our English we do not conjugate English verbs just the way we have them. Like if you are going to make example of je mange du riz, je mange du riz, I am eating rice. But when you're talking of someone else, tu manges du riz, you eat rice or you're eating rice, it is different from je, it's different from tu, it's different from il. So all those kind of things makes it very difficult for people to learn the French conjugations. But I'm going to teach you 5 different ways at which you're going to learn French verbs without any difficulty. Okay, so normally we know that French verb, we have the modes like the subjunctive, indicative, participe, gerundive, and so on and so forth. Now coming to the temps, we have présent de l'indicatif, we have passé composé, we have imparfait, we have presque parfait, we have a lot. So how do we combine all of this together and we are still going to learn our French conjugation and we'll be able to use them? The most important thing is to be able to use them. If you want to talk in the past, you should be able to make use of your passé composé very well. So how do we learn French conjugations with ease? So I have already noted 5 ways. I've noted 5 ways in my jotter here. Yes, I've noted 5 ways through which we can learn our master French conjugation. So the very first thing is prioritize learning. Prioritize your learning. Don't be in a haste. One thing about French is that always note that it is a long-term goal. Learning French is a long-term goal. So prioritize your learning. As a beginner, if you are just starting to learn French, note that you should limit yourself to présent de l'indicatif in the first month of your learning. Let me just put it in different months. Start with your présent de l'indicatif. Don't start jumping and start looking into futur and start looking into subjunctive as a beginner. You have to prioritize your learning. That is, start with the simplest one. Start with present tense. That's présent de l'indicatif. Start with the present tense. Then after that, you can also learn how you are going to use your present tense very well. Then move to passé composé, move to imparfait. So as a beginner, you should limit yourself to at least these first three tenses as a beginner. So when you're not getting to the intermediate level, you can now start mastering your conditionnel, your subjunctive, your gerundive, and passé simple, and all other ones. So if you are starting out, learn how to prioritize your learning, prioritize your conjugation. Do not jump from present tense. You have not even mastered the regular ones, you're already jumping into the regular ones. Just take it step by step. You don't have to rush it. Do it step by step. Okay, then number two thing is learn the learn the most common French verbs that you can use on a daily basis. Like, for example, let's start with le verbe auxiliaire en français, that's auxiliary verbs. Start with the auxiliary verbs. Yes, start with the auxiliary verbs. Know your auxiliary verb very well. Those ones are irregular, yes, but they are commonly used. They are mostly used in French. So note those ones very well. Learn them. Then also the common ones like I have here être. You see, it's coming up. Avoir, aller, manger, faire. So these ones are very common. You can look for at least 10 common verbs. 10 common verbs. Start with them, learn them, know the conjugation in present tense, know how to use them, know them in the past tense, know how to use them. So when you start with these common ones, the common ones, either regular or irregular now, start with them, know them very well with few tenses, just 3 to start with. Then that's another way. Don't just bore yourself with too many conjugations at the same time, confusing yourself. Okay, then 3, focus on one verb tense at a time. Focus on one verb tense at a time. You know, I was saying it when I was talking about prioritize learning. Yes, prioritize your learning is also coming down to focus on one verb tense at a time. Do not learn passé composé, passé antérieur, futur antérieur at the same time. No, take it one step at a time. Nobody is rushing you. You are learning a language. It should be fun. You should not be overworking yourself because you want to learn the language. Take your time to learn tense at a time. So if you want to learn verb present tense, the présent de l'indicatif, for example, take your time. Pick at least 10. Know the way they are conjugated in the present tense. Master it. When you want to pick, when you are good, when you are very good and you are okay, you are confident with the use of your present tense, move to the next one, passé composé. Know how to conjugate them, know how to use them. The next thing, move to the futur, like that, imparfait, like that. That's another thing that you can also use. Then use conjugation table. Use conjugation table. You can have the one that you can download on your phone. Yes, there are a lot of le conjugueur. Yes, you can use le conjugueur. Download it on your phone and use it often. Then you can get some textbooks that have these conjugation tables. That there are many French textbooks that they have conjugation. So turn it to your notebook or your novel. So you flip through it and you read through it every now and then. So you make use of a conjugation table. Don't just think that you can just know it like that. No, you have to be a friend with your conjugation table. All right, so then I'm also going to give you the fifth one. The fifth one is French verbs has formula. Yes, you heard me right. French verbs have formula, especially the regular ones. When you are conjugating the er ending verbs, you agree with me that it has formula. E-E-S-E, O-N-S, E-Z, E-N-T. So these ones, go and learn them offhand or by heart. Even the IR ending, the IS, the IS, the IT, ISS-ONS, ISS-EZ, ISS-ENT. Yes, you already know them. So go and learn all these formulas. They will help you. The regular verbs, the regular ways of conjugating French verbs, they have formulas. So go and learn their formulas very well and master the formula. It will help you when you're writing your verbs. When you're writing the conjugated verbs, it will help you when you're speaking, because you can actually think that when you're using to, you add the er ending verb, it is es that follows it, and it is easy for you to say. So go and learn the formula. Learn French. It's just like mathematics. If you take French conjugations as mathematics, it will be very easy for you to master them very, very well. Then I'm going to give you Jara, which is bonus. Practice, practice, practice. Practice, they say, makes perfect. So it is not going to be very easy for you as an English speaker to start speaking French fluently like that. So what I would say is that keep practicing. Don't be tired of practicing. When you see an opportunity to speak with somebody, utilisez le français every time. At every point that you see, use French. So speak with your teacher, speak with your tutor, speak with your lecturer, speak with your friend, type in French. Yes, it is very helpful. So practice. Those are the ways in which you can practice your verb, because there is no way you're going to speak a sentence in French and you're not going to use the verb. It's not possible. So take every opportunity you have to use your verb conjugations very well, especially when you are typing. Always tell your friends, hello, we are studying French together, right? Yes, let us start chatting in English, compared to when you chat more in French, rather, compared to chatting more in English. So practice makes perfect. So those are the 5 ways at which you can master your French conjugation as an English speaker with extra, without any problem. So thank you for listening to this channel, or this episode on this channel. So please do not forget to always click on the subscribe button, subscribe to your baby girl's YouTube channel, and also give a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that anytime I post tips and tricks on how you can master learning French, you can be the very first person to get notified that I am online for you. All right, thank you, merci beaucoup, au revoir.